All right, man. Detroit Lions beat down the Denver Broncos. I was wrong. I thought it was a game that they would lose. They got the job done. I mean, quite easily. The defense showed up. They came to play. Um, the offense was clicking. I mean, everything I said they pretty much need to do offensively. Ben Johnson was hearing me. Um, Jared Goff seemed to kind of found his groove. Um, and they just stifled Denver. Denver was a hot team coming in. I think they had lost to Houston. Russell Wilson could have ran it in, but I think he might have threw a pick or something like that. But let's spit on it, man. Check out Detroit Lions talk playlist. Check out Detroit Lions post game reaction playlist. Golf threw up 5 touchdowns. All right. Jameer Gibbs ran for a honey bun. Dave Montgomery ran for 85 yards. He still got the lion's share of the carries. I think that need to change, to be honest. I think that it's about time for that to change. It's time for Gibbs to get the lion's share of the carries. St. Brown, he bounced back, caught 7 of his 9 targets for 112. Laporta, 56, 56 targets, 5 catches, 56 yards. He had the trifecta, the 3 touchdowns. Jameson Williams had 7 targets today, so that tend to change. 4 receptions, 47 yards. Josh Reynolds, I like to see his targets go up, but he was kind of injured. 2 catches, 41 yards. They sacked the quarterback 2 times. I think those sacks went to one sack went to Malafanu, who got put back in the lineup off of blitz, and then Josh Pascal got the other sack. So you like to see that. On the Denver side of things, I mean, we'll go off through for 278, only 10 incompletions, 5 touchdowns, no picks, no turnovers. Russell Wilson threw 8 for 32, 223, 1 touchdown, 2 sacks, 19 yards, golf a sack 2 times for 15. It couldn't get anything going on in the running game. Samaje Perine, 6 yards, 36 carries. Javonte Williams, 12 yards, 12 carries, 27 yards. Jerry Jeudy, he caught the deep ball, I believe it was early in the game, 3 catches, 74 yards. Cortland, 75 yards, 71 yards. So, I mean, and then that Lil Jordan Humphrey, wow, what a name. He caught the touchdown on Melifanu. So Russell Wilson, he did lose a fumble. I mean, so for the most part, it was, it was a really, really easy game for the Lions. They shut out the Broncos in the first half. Once again, third quarter kind of was a trouble for them. They still scored a touchdown, finished the fourth flat strong, and I mean, Goff got the ball to his playmakers. It was as simple as that. Got to Laporta, who's very elusive, and who scored a touchdown. Got it to what's the kid's name? Jameer Gibbs on what looked like to be some type of in and out route over the middle. Then he got it to before the half. He got it to St. Brown, who he got it to St. Brown, who flipped over the 2 defenders, and then in the second half, I mean, more to Jameer Gibbs, more to Sam Laporta, and they was just clicking. You know what I'm saying? They was clicking. It's a Denver team that's playing well offensively. They figured out you run the ball, we get it to other people, it's gonna open more shit up for Laporta. It's gonna open more stuff up for St. Brown, and that's what happened. The running game became more of a threat. Gibbs became more of a threat. Montgomery, had to respect Jameson Williams. They had to respect Josh Reynolds. So when they had to respect all of those guys, that opened it up for Laporta and St. Brown to do so. So really good game by Jared Goff. Really good game by Ben Johnson. So they did the damn thing today. And Denver's defensive coordinator, he really couldn't do nothing. Heard the crowd noise was super duper loud. I know somebody said they went to their car and they got back to their car and their ears were still ringing. And that's a tough place to play in prime time. I remember they clinched the playoffs. I was working there versus the Chargers, and that was really, really loud to play with. So the Lions have really good home field advantage. And it was an uphill battle for Russell Wilson. And then, quite frankly, that's just what it was. It was a really, really uphill battle for them. And offensively in the second half, they kind of got a bullshit pass interference call on Alex Anzalone. That ball wasn't catchable. Um, let's call it what it was. It wasn't a catchable ball, but it was what it was. They got to come down there and score a touchdown. But for most, if it wasn't for that pass interference call, they might have just ended up with 3 points. Then you had the call where it looked like the running back got across the plane, but his knee stopped short of the plane and held him to a field goal or whatever. So, I mean, the game was over at halftime. It was just seeing if the Lions could preserve and hold that lead. Not only did they preserve and hold that lead, they doubled up. What May say, Harlem World, we double up. They doubled up. So instead of scoring 21, they scored 21 in the first half and 21 in the second half. What else can you ask for? And when you playing with a lead, you know what I'm saying? All other offense, they gonna get gritty, they gonna get desperate, they gonna score some points more times than not. This is the National Football League. So but that pass interference definitely helped them out a lot. So, it is what it is. But yeah, it seemed like Jared Goff, he did underthrow Jameson Williams, which could have been a big play. So the ball still not coming out how you wanted to come out, but hopefully he getting healthier. He figuring it out because obviously people made a big deal about him playing in the cold, but even in dome games, the ball he throwing some Darkwing Ducks out there. Even in the home games, he throwing Darkwing Ducks. You know what I'm saying? So even in in domes, you know what I'm saying, in good weather places, he throwing Darkwing Ducks out there. So I mean, that is what it is. So but but defensively, Aaron Glenn, he had them playing with energy. He put some new blitz packages in there. He made some adjustments, put Melifano in there. He did a good job. They played with energy. Pascal started to make his presence felt, probably starting to get healthy. So, they was well prepared this week, you know. And Aaron Glenn been hearing the criticism, just as Jared Goff been hearing the criticism of people want him, gone. And he responded, and we'll see next week if they can respond to Minnesota. Minnesota, they lost to Minnesota actually lost to the Bengals, you know, in overtime. So we at Minnesota next week, at Dallas the following week, and then we close at home versus Minnesota. Um, I think they can clinch a playoff spot this week if something happen. I'm not sure exactly the scenario, but if they beat the Minnesota Vikings next week, then they can clinch a playoff spot going to Minnesota. So then the thing is, Jalen Hurts right now is sick. So they downgraded him to questionable for Monday night. I think, Philadelphia then lost 11 or 12 straight Monday night, or 11 straight or some crazy stat like that, versus going up to Seahawks. So they ain't won in a long time going up to Seattle. So um, that might be something people, might think about. But for the most part, they can be in trouble. So the Lions pretty much got an opportunity to control their own destiny. I think let's see, Dallas, they got 3 losses, so um, they at Buffalo, and it's going to be a nasty weather game today, very winnable game, but we'll see. But if we can beat Dallas, I think we'll have a tiebreaker over Dallas. If we beat Minnesota, and we could beat Dallas. But Dallas got a nice little schedule, tough schedule coming down the stretch. But we have to wait and see. But the Lions in good position if they can, start to, what I'm saying, if they can start uh, turn that corner and start getting some heat going. Uh, they can get that heat going, then get that momentum rolling. That'd be dope. So, but hey, Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notification, increase your chance. Get notifications, increase hit the bell icon, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Literally, you can find me everywhere. Appreciate the love, support. Check Detroit Lions post game reaction playlist. Check out Detroit Lions talk playlist for more videos like this. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.